Okay. Um, I'm here with Gus, and Gus and I were able to meet through a mutual friend, Natalia from Pittsburgh City Council. She connected us up because we both share a same passion. Gus, before we get started, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, hi, I'm Gus, and my clean date's March 16, 2010. I'm coming up on 7 years this month, and this has been a great experience to meet Lou through Natalia. Somehow she graced us with the information we needed to contact one another, and ever since then we've worked on some different projects together, and we're going to continue to work on projects because this thing that we're working against, drug addiction, with our young children and all adults, is a problem where we have to get united. People have to come together, and people have to work together and set aside differences if we're going to make any difference at all. It was a continuous use, drug use, from the time I was very young. Started with alcohol and then moved on to the party drugs, marijuana in high school and all those things, and off into cocaine, to the clubs and bar scene. Through the 80s, back in the disco days, we would all go to the bars and snort coke and drink all night. And it seemed like a lot of fun. Didn't seem like we were crossing any lines at that point. And somewhere along the line, I crossed over. So a lot of guilt and shame was created. And I wasn't liking myself or liking what I was doing. Even though I was providing material things, I just wasn't there. And that was eating me alive. And with that kind of guilt and shame, either I got to quit doing what I'm doing or find something, way to cope with it. And harder narcotics and harder whiskey is a good numbing feeling and numbing effect where I could handle being like that, and actually it made it so I could do even other things that I normally would never do. It just pushed the envelope farther and farther open of things I could do to other people and not feeling that already. And I was just totally miserable. I actually was confronted by a homeless guy who lived under a bridge, who stunk, was dope sick, needed money. I had drugs, and I just came out of a bar where I bought everybody a drink. And looking in his eyes, I could see that I was more miserable than he was, and he was pretty miserable. And at that point, it was a hopeless thing. I knew that I was the most miserable man on the face of the earth, and I was dying. And I didn't want to check out like that. So somewhere I said I would stop. So I was hoping to be arrested at this point and being thrown into jail, and maybe I get clean and sober. I managed to stay out of jail most of my life. There was a real brief period of time where I was in jail, and I didn't use drugs, so I thought that was my answer. And when I finally did get arrested, I went to see my attorney. I billed out of the county jail, and he assured me that he could get me off of these things, and we'll get probation again. And I looked him in the eye and I said, "Look, John, I'm 50 years old. I can't take it no more. I want you to put me somewhere cushy, and maybe a year or two, and I would come out clean and sober." And he looked at me odd and said, "You want me to put you in jail and get clean and sober?" And I said, "Yeah." And he said, "Why wouldn't you just go to treatment and maybe go join a 12-step fellowship program like every other alcoholic and addict?" And I'm like, "Well, alcoholic and addict? Who are you talking to?" He said, "You." "Me? How do you figure?" He said, "You never drawn a sober breath." He says, when was the last time you had a day sober?" I said, "Having a good time partying." He said, "Where's all your money at? All that money you make?" I said, "Well, I couldn't buy anything because it could be traced back to illegal activity, so I figured I'd just party up." He gave me a funny look and said, "Look, if you're not an addict or an alcoholic, how come I have to put you in jail for you to quit?" And I couldn't answer that question. I thought about it and said, "Well, maybe I am. Maybe I am an alcoholic and an addict, and what are we going to do?" He said, "Well, I'm going to put you in drug court." And I said, "What they do?" He said, "Well, we're going to detox you, and you're going to go to treatment, and you're going to go to a halfway house, a three-quarter house, the house arrest, a little bit of probation, and you're done. You're clean." And I said, "What about these felonies over here?" He said, "That's the sentence for your felony convictions." And I said, "Man, I am signed up." I just come to the programs. I came in all the 12-step fellowships. I use all of those 12-step fellowships, so I'm not going to promote one or say one over another. We all know what they are, 12-step programs. And I use them. I get into them. I find people in there that care about me, people that had experience in the same thing I was going through, and they were willing to help me. And they helped me, and they showed me how to help others. But when you come in here and you come around some of the other people in recovery, right away you see there is an answer. When you see that this person was every bit as bad as you are, maybe even 5 times worse, and yet they're happy and they're clean, it's very attractive to people. So the idea is to bring people together so they get a chance to see that. And very quickly, a few of these guys that I work with and some of the young girls I work with started doing just that, started getting their lives together, started becoming full of hope and faith in their life and in the process that they were involved in. And right away they started shining, and they were so attractive to the other young kids. And a group of 4 or 5 of them is so attracting to another young person when they envelop them with that love and that caring and unconditional love and empathy and compassion. They're powerful things that we feel back and forth in here. And if it wasn't for my drug addiction, you know, I would never be doing the things I'm doing today. I would never be feeling the things I feel today. And if we can just let people know there's a different way. You know, so my thoughts for the future are very bright. You know, for the last 5 years, we've come down here and we prepared a meal for addicts. And in the last 5 years, we've estimated somewhere over 25,000 meals we've handed out to drug addicts for free and never charged a dime. And I can't do that myself. Everybody wants the same thing. They want an answer to this problem, and the answer is unifying, lowering the walls down between one another, putting away our differences so that we can work together to save our children's lives. We have more kids dying now than ever, and there's not a natural disaster, there isn't a war, there isn't a plague, there isn't anything like this, but our children are dying all around us. And that's always keep that in mind, is how can I help? And I'm sure, I'm positive, I'm so happy to be alive right now and see it, because I see this vision of unification.
I mean, it's amazing, and I think you have shown me the shine, you have shared it with me, whatever.
To lower that stigma of who's a drug addict and who could become a drug addict, because it's
Anybody can become a drug
anybody
addict.
can become a drug addict. It's
Celebrate recovery.
Celebrate recoveries, and I think, you know, and once that stigma starts lowering, more drug addicts will come out and say, you know, who they are, where they are, what they do, because you'll be surprised. You know, as you go through your day, where you go and who you see with professionals and non-professionals in your day, there's a lot of people in recovery in our society.
You don't even know.
And you don't even know about. And I think it's
Right.
time to come out of the church basements and let people know that recovery does work. And let people,
You're inspiring, and you just, what you have to say is a great message, and I'm just glad that we were able to sit down and get that message so we could share it. And I know you and I are gonna be talking a lot
right.
more. We've got some exciting stuff coming up
Right.
that I'm looking forward to sharing. I know you are too.
Right.
We're not gonna go into that right now. With that,
Thanks, Luke.
let's
Thank you very
end it.
much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.